So, way back at the first episode, I think, I stated we unlock a special course for collecting 50 items, and, that's not entirely correct. It's 150. How do you know, or how do I know that, you ask? Well, back in episode 16, for the collecting of the items that we missed segment, that item we collected in that part was the 150th, and, that means that we now have one more level unlocked than what we had at the end of last episode, so yeah, that's why that is the thing, and I apologize if things sound different, as one of the first things my nephews did when they came to visit was of course mess around with things on my desk, and of course my microphone is a thing on my desk, so if it sounds weird, then that's why, and hopefully I was able to bring it back to normal, or close to normal, and also, final thing to mention before we start, though I guess I can talk about this while I do it, the normal structure of only visiting the Gaia gates after, or at the end of a recording session, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, when we eventually run out of courses to go do, since that is a possibility, I will go see which Gaia gates have something for us, since they should have courses, or like, one of them should eventually have something for us, and so the reason I'm doing this level first out of any one of them, is because of this item. So I've only had this game crash on me once, and it was when I was collecting, or when I had collected this item. Somehow I had managed to collect the final ring I needed, at the end, or when I ran out of time completely, and the game wasn't having it, so it crashed. And that meant I had to recollect this item, and I'm having a hell of a time collecting it now. I probably should be like going up, but like, fine, I'll take the fail on this, and if somehow we manage to yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing this anytime soon. Oh boy, so, yeah, just get used to seeing this for quite some time, considering that, there's an item here, and we need it. So, yeah. Also, another thing I should probably mention, apparently there's another movie that, is completely unique to the, items. I thought there was only one, but apparently there's one more. I guess, fucking hell. Probably shouldn't waste my time trying to get this item, but you know, whatever. Let's do something like okay, fine. I'll go come back to get that when we reach the end of the stage. Yeah, apparently there's another unique cutscene, and I think before I show it, since of course the final item you get is a secret movie that is unique to that. If I find it interesting enough, I will add it into what I'm thinking of doing. But if it's like just a normal movie, I'll just say, hey, you get this as a thing, or like here's this thing that is an unlockable, but I'll just mention like that'll be it. It's like, hey, you should probably go watch this in your free time. Okay, 10 seconds to collect too many coins or rings.
Not my best run.
I'm fine with failing this over and over again. What I'm not fine with is the game crashing again. It's like, what a coincidence that that happened. It's like, what? And I'm fairly sure this is like the only time we see this vehicle. And it is really hard to control, much harder to control than the bobsled in either Hollow Skull or Eggmanland. No idea why. Okay, let's try to get this item. What sucks is that you can't quick step. If you could quick step, you could like overcome the obstacle of the whole turning, since like this thing can't turn for shit, and what would you know it, you kinda need to turn. It's like, even then it's like, what? Okay. We have a minute left to essentially get half of the remaining coins, or rings. Why am I calling them coins? It's like I haven't played a Mario game since Odyssey, and that was a while ago now. Since in between Odyssey there was Majora's Mask, and now I'm replaying Out in Time. Yeah, my time playing through, or my recent playthrough of Majora's Mask has been a time of firsts, as I failed a few minigames for the first time in my life. One of them just so happened to be the minigame slash dungeon where you get the sun mask back, and that just so happens to be at the end of a very long side quest, so it's like, oh, I have to do this again. Not to mention, you already have to do that side quest twice, or most of that side quest twice, since I think once you get the special delivery, you can just say, hey, fuck you, cafe, I'm going off and doing some, going off and doing my own shit. And I even fought Majora's Mask as normal Link for the first time, and can I just say I wasn't, like, fucking hell. For some reason I was expecting the Majora's Mask fight to be much harder than it is. It's like, yeah, granted I did have infinite magic and I was using the Great Fairy Sword instead of my regular sword, so it's like, oh, I'm a little bit overpowered for this. Um, yeah, I think I'll give this one more attempt, then I'll start skipping around since don't exactly want to be doing this for the entire episode. Although, that would make for content, I guess. So why don't I just do this to make the trips back easier? Yeah, like I'm not sure on the damage calcs, but like, holy shit, does the Great Fairy Sword do a lot of damage? Although, wouldn't be surprised if it worked like this, but what if the Great Fairy Sword takes account the damage you're dealing with the sword you have at the moment?
Not my best one.
Since at that point since I had the Gilded Sword, like, that would be doing more damage than normal, right? I don't know, and one thing I can totally safely say about Hand in Time now is that, thank God the, wall jumps weren't inconsistent because of, Hand in Time itself. No, it was just inconsistent because of, you know, low frame rate, which... Aside from GTA, I had never heard about a game having problems, or like basing things off of your frame rates. Like, what? And I think this might just be the updated version with the DLC. But I want to say in the updated version, the game is way more forgiving when it comes in when it comes to checkpoints, since like don't think it has an actual name, but the Battle of Award 42. Before, if you died to the boss, you would have to redo the entire level again, and I'm even sure that in some rifts, if you die completely, you respawn at the checkpoint you're at last. And can I just say that makes the game so way more enjoyable. Just the fact I don't have to like redo content I've already done. 13 minutes on a single item, essentially. Oh boy! Let's stay in Shaman, see what else it has for us. So if there's a time attack, doesn't look like it. Okay, getting into a new type of special mission, that being find the treasure. Kind of weird how like you never really see these in normal missions. Or as in special missions you just unlock along the way. Since I'm fairly sure you only have to find these. You can only find these type of missions from the Guy Gates, and is the game not playing the battle theme? What? Okay. Also, I think for these episodes where I'm just going back and doing the special missions we have unlocked throughout our time in this game, for the end slate scene, I think I'm gonna be placing the music we don't have the opportunity to hear in this version of Sonic Unleashed, as there's quite a bit. There's an entire continent worth of music we haven't seen, or haven't heard. There's 2 stages we haven't seen, or heard. Those being the Savannah Citadels. Yeah, like, that's all the music we don't get to hear, and I'm hoping that we have... Look, there won't be enough... Oh, yeah. There'll be enough episodes to hear all of them. Although, if there was a way to mute the background music, I might consider placing or replacing the music we've already heard with new music. Is there really? Is there really 3 treasure pieces in this plot alone? What? Huh. Also, can I just say I was kinda a little worried about having to replay the stages I've already played in ahead of time, but no? They've been even better this time around, now that I know what I'm doing and where I'm going, and why do I get the feeling that I missed something down behind the thing? Well then, we missed that. Yeah, now that I know that my game, or I can handle some things, I've just been going out of my way to avoid shit whenever possible. Like in Alpine Skyline, I think it's most, or like, there are some plateaus you see along the skyline parts, so like you just kind of expected them to be scenery and not to be not to have collision, but the plateau themselves do, but anything on top of them don't, unless it's a house for some reason. So that was fun, because along the way to the lava cake, there's some plateaus that kind of close together, so with a good time to jump you can just jump straight to them. Also, the plateau that in the yellow segment that takes you to where the poison flower is, the initial platform, initial platform, you can actually just make the jump to that, but of course you can't go any further than that, since you know, there's a reason why they put the hookshot flowers there for a reason. Also, can I just say, it probably wasn't a good idea to play a game as fluid as I had time before this, as I'm kind of expecting Sonic to like dash, and to be able to jump out of a dash probably was not the best idea. One of you Chuckle Fox has the thing. Which one is, I'm not entirely sure, but it's one of them. Okay, not so bad. And until we come back here later, because I think there's still 2 more things for us here. We have to move on. I guess depending on how long they are, I will try and do 2 more. Okay, go to... I'll bring up Chenan, not Chenmal. Okay. Okay, okay, collect... Oh, Time Attack 2 has an item. Time Attack 1 doesn't, so that's fine. And, yeah, if you're wondering why I'm going back and playing Out of Time, considering that I just played that before Odyssey, I think? I'm wanting, like, I want to play the DLC for Ahead in Time, and, because my computer can barely just not handle Ahead in Time, it's like, oh, might as well play the Switch version, since, that's just the better, like, a slightly better version. Okay, I'll take that, I guess. Oh, they changed it. It's mirrored. Although, is it? Not sure. Don't think it is. So now we have way less time than what we should have. Thanks to that, event, let's just say. That's interesting. Sonic just really wanted to be the wall there for a second. A, B, A! Okay, cool. Thought he had missed the mark there, but he hadn't, that's good. And I need to, like, think about other things now. Like, I need to think about the stage. Should I go back for that? Or should I, like, just take it as is? Okay, no. Nope, we have to do this stage again. Ah, boy. Yeah, I guess it just depends on how long this takes. It shouldn't be that long. Assuming it goes smoothly this time. Assuming. But yeah, I'm going to have fun with the DLC in Ahead in Time, although... That being said, I'm not entirely sure how much I want to do of the deal part of this, seal the deal DLC. Like, do I want to go out of my way to get everything there, or like just should I just do the bare minimum, or pretty much what I can do? That's the question. So can I just say, it kind of feels weird knowing that there's a few level details I've been missing in Ahead in Time. Like, there's like parts of the wall the game wants you to wall run up. They have paw prints on, so it's like, oh, this is the part I wall jump off, up. It's not like a bad thing. It just kind of is weird because, like, I know, like, I'm used to seeing the low res version of it. And like seeing the level with like some detail, it's like, oh, what is this? What have you done with the level? I like it. Okay, It's fine. We'll go this way. Although that being said, I've had some problems with that wall running part there. Apparently, Janan just doesn't, or Dragon Road just not like being good to me today, or something. Or in general, since like the wall running part, or the roof running there part, yeah, the ceiling running part seems to be really inconsistent sometimes. Although I guess that is only when I'm holding the direction it looks like I should be holding. When I don't hold that direction, it just works perfectly, I guess. So I don't remember that part being in the normal level, for some reason. Please don't fuck me. Okay, that's good. And I guess this is the fast path. I suppose. Also, that time in Arid Sands when I got the S rank time, looking back on the footage, Sonic's leg just like flopped around a bit before coming back into position. Did I really go so fast that I just broke his leg? Like, what? Okay, final stage for the day. Because, I have a feeling this might be going on for like a little bit too long. If I know the one this is? Oh no, it's a completely different one. Oh, is it? So I really want to know if like this is part of the normal level, or if it's like, wait. Could it be a part of the nighttime level I'm just not used to seeing, or like, yeah, a part of the nighttime level just in the daytime? Because that could be a thing that could happen. And is that just play back at the beginning, why don't you? Although I guess we haven't really hit any checkpoints, so I get the feeling we won't be getting the time. I guess jump, Sonic.
No.
Okay then. Oh boy, this is not going good. That's for sure. Although I guess we only have improvements to go off, right? Right? Yeah. Not making it any better for myself, I see. Yeah, maybe for the Sea of the Deal DLC, I'll just play as much as I can do. Because, some of the requirements for the deals are, it's like, do a boss fight without taking damage. Do the harder version of that boss fight without taking damage. Fall off a cliff and die. That sort of thing. I'm just gonna do this, I think. Just to make this easier on myself. Oh boy. Also, I just realized that, unless we miss an item and I just don't notice it, we won't be seeing the whole, thingy thing. The whole redemption run part of, the End Slate. Which I guess means now that we won't be hearing the music. Just turn the fuck around, please, there, Sonic. Thank you. Now we can. Oh, now we can continue. Wait, why did I think that was a checkpoint? It's clearly not. It just feels weird. Okay. Kinda just feels weird knowing that like that's there. So holy shit, I do not remember this part at all. Like, that's something I've noticed with the Gaia Gate puzzles, is that I don't remember the whole, like, despite doing them twice now already, I just don't remember them. It's like, what? How? So that definitely felt like a part of the nighttime stage. Just in the daytime stage. I'm cool with that, I guess. Okay, so next episode we will continue on with the new status quo of going back to all the continents. But until then, that has been Aussie you.